Imagine making really critical business decisions, not, days or hours later, but right when the data actually changes.
Yeah, like predicting when a machine might fail before it breaks down.
Or spotting fraud, like as it's happening.
Exactly. Or even delivering those super personalized customer experiences in real time. It sounds futuristic, but it's happening now.
It really is. It's the reality for businesses trying to stay ahead.
And right at the core of making that happen is Apache Spark. That's what we're diving into today.
Right. Our mission, so to speak,
hmm
is to unpack Spark, not just what it is, but how it delivers real-time value.
And crucially, how leaders and data professionals can actually, harness its power.
Because let's face it, we're swimming in data, aren't we? Just absolutely flooded.
Totally. Clicks, transactions, sensor data, interactions. It's overwhelming.
And the real challenge isn't getting the data anymore. It's turning it into insights fast, like really fast.
Precisely. Your traditional systems, they just weren't built for this speed. They're often batch-oriented.
Meaning insights arrive maybe hours, even days later.
Exactly. And that lag, it's just not good enough anymore in such a competitive world.
So enter Apache Spark. It's pitched as the solution, right? A unified engine for speed and agility.
That's the idea. It's designed to process huge data sets much, much faster, closing that gap between data coming in and understanding what it means.
Okay, so what makes it so fast? What's the secret sauce?
Well, a big part of it is in-memory computing. That's the key differentiator.
In memory, meaning it keeps the data close to the processor, like in RAM.
Exactly. Instead of constantly reading and writing from slower disk storage, it holds data in memory whenever it can.
And that cuts down the waiting time.
Drastically. Think about machine learning, where you might need to run through the same data many, many times.
Oh, okay. Doing that from disk would be incredibly slow. Lots of I/O.
Right. Spark can make those kinds of iterative jobs hundreds of times faster. It just changes the game for what's computationally feasible.
So the speed isn't just theoretical. Where are we seeing it make a difference?
Oh, all over. In finance, it's powering real-time fraud detection, stopping dodgy transactions instantly.
Okay, that's a clear win. What else?
Retail, instant product recommendations based on what you're clicking right now.
Enhances the experience, drives sales, I get that.
And manufacturing predictive maintenance. Analyzing sensor data to predict failures before they happen, that saves huge amounts of money.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
But you mentioned Spark is also versatile. It's not just about speed.
Correct. It handles a whole range of tasks. Simple data cleaning, complex SQL, machine learning, even graph analysis.
All in one place.
Yes, and that's the beauty of the unified platform. You avoid stitching together like 5 different specialized tools.
Which sounds like a nightmare to manage.
It can be. Data movement, different security models, integration headaches. Spark simplifies a lot of that.
So for a business leader, that means faster decisions, maybe lower costs, easier management.
Absolutely. Less complexity, faster time to insight.
You mentioned components. Can we quickly touch on a couple, like Spark Streaming?
Sure. Spark Streaming handles live data streams. Think IoT sensors, log files. It uses clever techniques like microbatching for robust, continuous analysis.
Robust is key there, I imagine, especially for financial data.
Definitely. And then there's Spark MLlib, that's its machine learning library.
Distributed machine learning, right? So it can handle massive data sets.
Exactly. You can train models on data volumes that would just, break a single machine. It really opens up AI possibilities.
And graph frames. That sounds interesting. For relationships.
Yeah, for analyzing connections. Think social networks, supply chains, or even more sophisticated fraud detection looking at linked accounts. It finds patterns in how things are connected.
Okay, this all sounds incredibly powerful, but probably not simple to just set up and run.
Yeah.
Especially at scale.
No, it's definitely a significant undertaking. Getting it right involves careful design, tuning, security.
Which is where expertise comes in, like specialized consulting.
Precisely. You need people who understand Spark's architecture deeply. They help tailor it, optimize it, secure it.
So you actually get the ROI you're hoping for and avoid costly mistakes.
Exactly. It's about making sure the technology actually delivers on the business goals.
So for enterprise leaders listening, Spark isn't just tech. It's strategic.
Without a doubt. It's a strategic advantage. Faster insights mean faster responses to, everything. Market shifts, customer changes, risks.
So investing in the right Spark talent or consulting is key to unlocking that agility.
Absolutely. It leads to new efficiencies, cost savings, real growth. It lets you be proactive, not just reactive.
And flipping that, For data professionals, mastering Spark sounds like a pretty good career move.
Oh, definitely. It's a gateway to some of the most exciting in-demand roles out there. You're working on the cutting edge.
Which industries are really hungry for this talent?
Fintech, for sure. Real-time transactions, risk analysis. Healthcare is huge. To predictive diagnostics, personalized medicine. And the SaaS industry relies heavily on it.
And what kind of work are these Spark pros doing?
Building massive data pipelines, creating real-time dashboards, deploying complex machine learning models for things like fraud detection or those predictive health tools. It's the engine behind some really cool innovations.
So what skills make someone stand out? It's more than just basic data engineering now, right?
Yeah, definitely. You need strong skills in PySpark or Scala. Those are the main languages. Performance tuning is critical, getting the most out of the clusters.
With cloud deployment too, I assume? AWS, Azure, GCP.
Non-negotiable these days. And understanding real-time streaming architectures, those advanced skills are what make you indispensable.
And specialized partners can help connect people with those skills to the right opportunities.
Yes, bridging that gap is really important, making sure the talent finds the place where it can make the biggest impact.
So wrapping this up, the main takeaway seems pretty clear. Apache Spark isn't really optional anymore, is it?
Not if you want to be a leading data-driven business. It's becoming the essential engine.
So for leaders, if you want those faster insights, greater ROI, the expertise is out there to help you implement Spark effectively.
Right. Help is available to make it a reality.
And for data pros, if you want to level up your career in big data and AI, focusing on Spark skills opens up major opportunities.
Connections can be made to find those roles where you can really innovate.
It leaves you thinking, doesn't it?
Definitely. What becomes possible when every piece of data you gather can give you an actionable insight, almost instantly?
That's the question, isn't it? What new possibilities emerge? A lot to think about.